Good Tuesday morning to you. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich, and this is your outlook for January 13th, 2015. And we're going to return to the cold conditions today. We're not talking about incredibly cold, but we're talking about mid-20s, mid-upper 20s across our coverage area here. Temperatures will be lower, and the winds will be picking up, giving the wind, making the wind chills a little bit colder than the air temperature, of course. High pressure is going to be sitting right over southeastern Canada, right over Lake Ontario, and that means we're going to have nothing but bright sunny skies across our coverage area here today, and not dealing with any precipitation after yesterday. Now, one thing you're going to have to watch for this morning is some areas of black ice. There were some freezing temperatures last night, not too far removed from the precipitation ending last night, so there could be some just black ice on both the roadways and the sidewalks, so just be careful if you're walking, driving this morning until the sun comes up and can actually, the radiational heating can actually work on those surfaces, and hopefully will melt that some of that ice. Even though the temperature is not going to be above freezing, you can still have things melting if they're properly treated, which the roads will be during the day today. Okay, going a little bit further here, this high pressure is going to move off to New England. It's going to be sitting up here in this direction here. We're looking at Wednesday here. Now, there's a system here that is disorganized off the coast. This is the one we were talking about that we might would have had a look at in the late weekend. It never really materialized here, and that's because the ridge out west has been flattened by that fast Pacific jet, and so once again, the trough in the east is turning out to be flat. So we do have a storm here, but this storm is way out to sea here. It's kind of a disorganized mess out in this area here. But you do see it kind of edges up here a little bit to the New Jersey shoreline and Delaware here. Okay, GFS doesn't really have too much here at all, and nothing really going on with the GFS here, but it is getting close enough that it will be allowing for some probably mostly cloudy conditions across this area. Now, it's going to depend on how close this gets to whether you're just partly cloudy or mostly cloudy here on the GFS. But go over the NAM here, and the NAM is actually bringing precipitation into our coverage area here, especially right along these shore points here and into southern Delaware here. You can see some accumulating snowfall right along the shore points from about Cape May to Atlantic City, all the way up to about Tom's River here, showing some accumulating snow. This is on the latest run of the NAM here. Not a lot of support with this. A Canadian had this idea today also, where it kind of wanted to bring this close enough here where it's throwing back, kind of like an inverted trough almost, bringing back some precipitation from this area low pressure that is offshore here. So we'll have to watch to see how close this gets here. I really don't think it's going to be that big of a deal, but it keeps wanting to nudge this back to the west a little bit, and if it might be just close enough that the shore points at the very least might get into some action. And if that's the case, if it is in fact precipitating in this area here, you're going to be mostly cloudy here back in the interior. Cloudy, mostly cloudy. So we'll have to keep an eye on that just for that purpose as well. But I don't think precipitation gets back into Pennsylvania here as we're looking at here on Wednesday. This is a Wednesday system now, not a Thursday system. Okay, going a little bit further here, really nothing going on this entire week here. We're going to be talking about just a couple systems passing by to our north here, and temperatures are going to remain cold through about Friday, but then we're talking about temperatures this weekend that are going to be rebounding and talking about some moderation in temperatures as we get into this weekend. We're looking at mostly sunny skies this weekend here, probably partly cloudy through Wednesday, Thursday, Friday time frame here. But high pressure is going to be controlled this weekend. The winds are going to shift to the southwest, especially when this high pressure here that's shown over southeastern Canada, it's going to move off here like this, and then you're going to have a return flow around it, bringing in some southerly winds and southwesterly winds here for the weekend, and you're going to get that warmth. Going over to, we're going to go over to the extended models here, just to give you an idea of what's going on with this. Again, very, very fast Pacific jet coming in here. So with that fast Pacific jet kind of going west to east like this, you have nothing. See all these oranges and reds here? These are all above normal departures, and this means that you're basically going to have a lot of warmth across the entire country. So we're going to have a warm up this week, and temperatures, when we're talking about warm up, we're talking about temperatures that are going to be in the 40s for highs, beginning on maybe it's really Saturday, but more realistically Sunday, going into early next week. But this is not going to last. This is only going to last for a couple days here. Once we get deep into the period here, we get into a much better setup here. And instead of having that fast Pacific jet, the models in the ensembles, this is one of the ensemble members here, what the ensemble means here, showing a ridge out here over Alaska. This is what you need. You need a ridge, and you get a deep trough in the east, and you can have some big storms here along the coast. You're actually even seeing some high latitude blocking over Greenland. Not a strong signal, but just enough. And then all this blue here represents cold air in place. So we might be in a better pattern, it looks like, as we get into around the 24th, 25th, 26th, in that time frame, and on to the end of the month and right into February. Looks like we're setting up here for the home run stretch here, for a home run in February in the end stretch of winter here as we're getting into the second half. So hopefully this does come to fruition for the snow lovers here, because this will be a very good pattern here where we finally can see some amplification as shown here in the long range. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich, and that is your outlook for January 13th, 2015. Have a great Tuesday.